In your situation, I would start by just approaching schools. Schools are the customer. Schools are the entities that pay you, not the parents or the students, but the schools. I wouldn't yet start with kind of online marketing, for example. You can do an experiment, you can spend a couple of $100 or a couple of £100 doing an experiment just to see if you get any traction. But I suspect, feels to me, and I have, a couple of other clients that kind of done this, start by approaching the schools themselves. And that way you're going to build a relationship. You're going to manually identify those schools so you can find them, build that relationship, find out who to speak to in the school, understand the language they use, understand how long it takes for them to make a decision, what budget they have, what constraints they have on the budget, who's involved in making that decision, what's their priority of that. So I would really start by booking calls with schools, reaching out to them, and then only when you understand their process and who they are and what they need, in my opinion, is it worth then putting that to sort of marketing, online marketing, self-service, sign up kind of thing. Now, it could be that your whole strategy, your whole sales strategy ends up being business development people and salespeople reaching out to schools. That might work. And you might say, this is good enough. I can hire one business development person. They'll reach out to, 100 schools in a month and make 10 sales or something like that. It could be that that's the right strategy, but you don't really know until you've tested it. But it costs you nothing to email and phone call and, have conversations with potential customers and sell to them when the time is right. I would start doing that sooner than later, because this is, as well as finding potential customers and lining them up for the sale, you are also validating what the need is. So honestly, what your product, what you're building, is far less important than the problem you're solving, you and your team, your credibility, the work you've done to date, the validation work, the traction that you've got,